Good morning. My name is Paul Faenza, and I'm the Executive Director of the Black River Area Community Coalition, otherwise known as BRACC. With me today is our new program coordinator, Brooke Willard.
Hi, so I'm Brooke Willard, and I'm a local Ludlow native, and I am a Black River alumni, and I went to Colby Sawyer College, and I graduated in May, and I have accepted the new program coordinator position here in Ludlow.
And BRACC is very excited to have her on board. Last night was her first event, and we're going to get to that in a few minutes. So just a little bit about BRACC. We are a community-led coalition. We serve the towns of Ludlow, Mount Holly, and Plymouth. We're in our 16th year. We take a proactive approach to substance abuse and violence by promoting a healthy, involved community and supporting our youth. Our main goals are preventing underage drinking, reducing the onset of drinking alcohol by our youth, and reducing prescription drug abuse and the use of marijuana by our youth. We are a partner with several other coalitions here in Windsor County. We're under the umbrella known as the Green Peak Alliance. So we work with coalition members from Springfield, Chester, Floodbrook, Mount Escutney Prevention Partnership, White River Junction. So we're all over the place in Windsor, and we are also part of the Partners for Prevention, which is run out of Rutland Regional Medical Center. So we cover Rutland County and Windsor County. We also collaborate with a whole bunch of different partners here in town and our towns. We do policy work. We're involved with our law enforcement, our health communities, our business. We also work with the Vermont Department of Health, and of course our schools. We do a lot of work with our schools. So some of the program we're doing is, we do a lot of different programming. We've done a lot of programming over the last 16 years. But last night we had a pretty successful event, Skating for Prevention. And Brooke, why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so last night we had Skating for Prevention, thanks to Okemo and Goodman's Pizza, and we basically just held an event, a healthy way to get the community together, basically just to ice skate, drink hot cocoa, eat some nice chocolate chip cookies from the Big Ice Bakery, and we played some music, and we had a really good time.
Yeah, it was fun. And the weather was against us. Last year we did it in a snowstorm. This year we did it in an ice storm, but it's great to have the people come out and just have a good time, and thanks again to Okemo for allowing us to come in, and the employees there for helping us out. Another program that we support is the Ludlow Elementary School Mentoring Program. Now this is a great program that matches mentors with students from Ludlow Elementary School. They go in once a week on a Thursday, meet with their student at lunchtime. It's all supervised. This isn't something where they're taking the student outside the school. And it's really a great program. I think right now we have between 10 and 13 mentors that are here all the time. And anyone, if you're over the age of 18 and you want to be a mentor for a kid, we have plenty of students that would love a mentor. It's great having that additional adult role model in their life. They do a lot of great things. Over the years, they've built boats, models, all sorts of things. They've done knitting.
Play with Legos.
Yeah, play with Legos, yeah, and so it's a great program. If you're interested in doing it, just contact Ludlow Elementary School. They have applications there, or you can contact BRACC. We have applications as well. So really, we could really use the mentoring help. It's just such a great program. Something else that we have coming up is Wellness Day. That's going to be in May. The Vermont Department of Health has certain months that are designated for certain topics in the state. April is Alcohol Awareness Month. And in May, we have, of course, our proms, and then graduations in June. So April sort of kicks it off for us as a time to, just let people know about underage drinking and about keeping our kids safe. Once again this year, we will be doing our After Prom program, and the Wellness Day, which is usually around the same time as prom, just to it's like a fun day for the kids at school. They learn some things. We have a drug and alcohol counselor that comes in every year and speaks to all the students, and we have some fun activities as well.
And possibly the sticker shock event.
Right, and Sticker Shock, another event that we go into the stores. Probably some of you have seen the stickers that we put on all 12 packs and more of alcohol, beer, in supermarkets and liquor stores around Ludlow. And it just tells people, hey, thanks a lot for not providing alcohol to minors. A big problem that we have. Another thing I wanted to talk about is our prescription drug take-back program. And I brought one of our envelopes here. This is part of the mail-back prescription drug program. As many of you probably know, we have prescription drug take-back boxes in the Ludlow Police Station in the lobby. It looks like a mailbox. And there's another one in the Ludlow Pharmacy, Smiling Steve's, over in the Jabba Baba parking area, over the shopping area over there. So you can go in. I brought a pill bottle. Of course, there's nothing in it. And all you do is you open it, dump it in the mailbox, and take your medication. You can either pull off the label and then recycle the plastic bottle, or you can just use a marker, and like I did, and just mark off all the information that identifies who it is. They will take, at the prescription drug take-back boxes, pills, no liquids, no creams, no sharps. Although at the Ludlow Police Department, we do have a box on the wall for sharps. So if you have sharps that you wanted to put in there, you can. But the envelope takes over-the-counter and prescription drug, prescription medications, patches, ointments, liquids up to 4 ounces, pet medication, and vitamins. Same thing. You open it up, you dump the stuff in, you seal it, put the whole envelope in a mailbox. It gets mailed to a company that incinerates them. So it's a great program. We want to, you have prescription drugs at home or over-the-counter drugs at home that are expired, or you got an overabundance of prescription drugs that you don't need. It's a great way to get rid of them. Keep them out of the house. Another thing I wanted to talk about was 802 Quits. I'm sure if you watch television, you see the ads for 802 Quits. It's a way to quit using tobacco. And it's a great program through the Vermont Department of Health. The great thing about it, it's free. So if you want to stop using tobacco products, this is it for you. You get free gums, patches, lozenges, whatever you need. You can speak to someone. You can sign up online. Springfield Hospital actually has a local program for this, and they have classes, so you can call the Springfield Hospital as well. But a lot of people are quitting these days. I think when you look around, you see that a lot less people are actually smoking, so that's good. Another great Vermont Department of Health program is ParentUpVermont.org. They put out these great pamphlets on a whole bunch of things. This one happens to be on marijuana, but they have them on underage drinking, prescription drug abuse, and you can go on their website. They got some great tips, resources, tools, advice. It's tough being a parent these days. There's a lot of different things out there that it's scary for our kids. And go on this site. It's got some great information. So something else that I wanted to talk about that has seemed to be, it's big in the news lately. We sort of hear about it every day. And it's a problem that's really affecting our schools, our youth, is the use of vaping products or electronic cigarettes. When I started in BRACC back in 2005, the Vermont Department of Health had this big push to reduce the amount of teenagers smoking cigarettes. And we had great programs, Vermont Kids Against Tobacco, Our Voices Exposed. And we really did a great job in reducing the amount of the smoking prevention rates among our kids. And then around 2014, this thing called an electronic cigarette showed up on the market. And it took a couple of years for it to really get into the schools and get our youth involved. And then this product came around called the Juul, and probably many of you have heard about juuling. And now we're finding that a large amount of our school children are using these products. For those of you who don't know what it is, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when it's not on the charger. It's just a little piece of black metal, and this is the little pod that goes in it that contains nicotine. Nicotine is in this. This is not like a safe item for children. And it charges by plugging into the side of your computer. So just think of that. If you're wandering through your children's rooms or you see this thing plugged into the side of the computer, it's not a USB device, it's a Juul. So the big problem with these Juuls is, like I said, they do contain nicotine. And nicotine is bad for the developing brain. You know, we didn't have all this information 10 years ago about the brain and its development, and how the teenage brain the brain of a youth is not fully developed until they're 25 years of age. Nicotine can stop the growth of certain cells in your brain before you're 25. It's not something that our children should be using. These are just some other vaping devices. They're very small, can fit right in a child's pocket or in a knapsack. You might not even know what they are. They almost look like an old MP3 player, some of them. So there's plenty of information. We've been going to schools, educating our faculty and parents about these devices and about their use. I found a great site, the Center for Disease Control, cdc.gov, I'm sorry. I had some great information on these devices, what they do, on the vapors that's produced by them. So check it out if you can. You want to tell them a little bit about when we meet and our social media presence, Brooke?
Yeah, sure. So we meet the third Wednesday of every month at 5:30 p.m. at the Fletcher Memorial Library in the community room. And we visit our BRACC website is braccvermont.org. And then also we have a Facebook page at BRACC-VT. And then feel free to stop by Town Hall anytime, second floor, Wednesday through Thursday. And feel free to call us at 802-228-7878.
So I hope that gives you a little bit of an update on what we've been doing, and we'd love to have you join our coalition. Like Brooke says, we meet once a month. We have an email list. You don't get a lot of emails. You get emails when we're having events and when we're having meetings. But it's a great way to keep up to date on what's going on, what's happening in our community as far as underage drinking, prescription drug abuse, and use of marijuana. So please look us up, check us out, and we'd love to see you at one of our next meetings. Thank you.